So I'm going to do something different, just to shake it up a little bit. But I'm still going to draw on stream. Don't um, don't mind that. But I will still draw on stream. This is just addition to that. So I wanted to at least show you a little bit about subtitles and how they work. Of course, this is just going to go over the basic of subtitles and whatnot, but I just wanted to show it. So here we go. So on the tablet screen I have right here, so the subtitles that I mainly use for any DVD that I own and rip, and depending on which, if you're in the United States or in, actually let's do a few things. Drawing display, let's turn on that. Okay, so you can at least see me. So there are two different types of subtitles that I use. I don't use any of the other fancy, complicated subtitles. They're slightly convoluted in their own sense, and they do have limitations with SRT subtitles and ASS. I don't go by the. I go by the acronyms instead of exactly what they are, because it's a lot easier, and I don't have to memorize a bunch of different things. But if you do want to look up these different types of subtitles, go ahead in the comments. I'm just going over the basis between the SRT subtitles and the ASS subtitles, as well as ways to actually implement them and do everything. Of course, I'm not going to and if there's any video in there, then there's that too. So let's get started, shan't we? So I'm going to turn this off real quick. Off you go. Alright, so the SRT subtitles, they have different the things that you can do with SRT subtitles are make each different letter, number, whatever it may be, into a different color. That is possible in SRT subtitles. It can do italics, bold, underline, strike through, position it at the top, middle, or bottom. There are no in-betweens on SRT subtitles of the positioning. They can be here, there. Actually, it would probably be better if you could see me. It could be here, there, or there. There's no really other way to put it. But then when you get to the ASS subtitles, the thing changes. So because in SRT subtitles you cannot change the font style, outline of the text itself, adding shadow, shading, fade, all these other effects that you could add with ASS subtitles. You can also make it so that it stays and goes along with the words that are scrolling through on the video or anything like that. I really can't show you that one because of the maturity level on the video, but I will show you SRT subtitles just a bit. So on SRT subtitles, I use Subtitle Factory, and it's not going to show up on that screen, so it's going to take me a moment. So let's see. Right, Bell. Subtitles. So I did one recently with just SRT subtitles, and the thing is, they're already built into, the subtitles are already built into every aspect of the movie, show, or whatever you have that needs to be put onto your, well, put onto it. So, let's see. That's subtitles, untitled, subtitle videos. So I'm not going to show, and you also have to be very careful on how you have your subtitles themselves. I'm most likely going to open this. I'm going to make sure to take off the sound. So I'm not going to but these subtitles are already in there. So I'm mostly just, and Belle is a beautiful piece. And there are many different types of subtitles. But you have to choose some, and you have to reproduce them with another subtitle editor and whatnot. I actually use, this is my finishing process of what I use. So I use this as a finishing tool, not so much a starter. So, and yeah.
In the world of you.
Sometimes I know it feels like fate is never on our
But yeah, no, it is one of those things where so depending on the subtitle, and the nice thing is you can do certain things with subtitles, still add the music in, and that is one of the nice things about it. So, but I use multiple different programs to get all of this.
Welcome to the world of you.
And yeah, but that, I'm not going to show all of this. I'm just showing a little bit of clips just so that whoever's interested, SRT subtitles are the way to go for if they're very, very simple. If you have multiple things with text everywhere and all that, no. You actually would rather prefer it be the AS subtitles and so forth. And then just have everything on a media server and have it connected to your computers, devices, and whatnot. SRT subtitles are good in the fact that they add a simple way and you can change the color to whatever color that works best, or if you wanted to make it more original, then you go with the AS subtitles. So no, I just want to at least touch on that. And if you really do want me to do a video or something going over subtitles and how to actually do them, I can put something like that together. Of course, there are many ways to do it, and you can create subtitles. Sorry. You can create subtitles when they are from voices and whatnot by using Whisper and using AI, and I can slightly show you how to do that with some of the videos. Well, any video where I'm talking, it would be able to put that in captions and also make it so that you can see the words on the page and have it translate and so on and so forth. There are AI tools which allow that to happen, and they don't cost you anything. And you can always add those to your videos or any different type of content that you're looking for. But yeah, no, it is one of the nice things about subtitles. So I just wanted to mention it. So let's get back to my artwork. So we left off with her. Let's get her up. Alright. So I'm renaming a few things now. I did put in a few bits of shading. I will touch up on everything later on her, but I'm not going to do that in this video because I do have issues with just drawing in Adobe while I'm streaming, so there's that, which doesn't really help me. And this is more of a cell shading than anything else. So let's see. And having things on multiple different layers helps as well, because then you can hide a little bit of the shading behind everything. So with this one right here, though, I can add more shading to this, but I have to be very careful because I get the wandering cursor. But the thing is, it's best not to do that and have it just go upon itself. Because if you overlap too much, then you get a lot of things in a weird format. It doesn't always work the way everyone intends it to be. So multiply, and then just, and with any of the shading, it's better just to have everything multiply. So I have shadow, this is one of the shadows, and this is the other. So with the shading, of course I have to use command. On Windows it's Alt and Alt. You hold down Alt and click on it. It does the same thing. But this, if I do multiply, it gives a better color look because it infuses it onto the skin rather than having it just lay it top like a layer with a bit of transparency. Alright, so we got that down and out, and now of course I have to put everything, I have to name everything later, but this is the ear, right? Yeah, that's the ear. So with the ear, this one's on normal. Multiply. This multiply looks so much better in every sense of the word, better. Alright, so we got multiply. Multiply on this, and then change the opacity down so that it matches what I have on everything else. There we go. Everything looks good. Alright. So now that we have most of our cell shading, well, our basic points of cell shading on here, there are a few things that I still need to do on the clothes. So on layer 27, which is apparently the layer I'm going with. Alright. Have it glitch a little bit. And Adobe needs to fix many different things with their programming of all their stuff. But if we could fix this issue, it would help a lot. Still, I don't like their model of having it to where it's a paid-only description of stuff. But you can only do what you can only do. Come on. Yeah, no, that it's an issue where it takes control of my Clip Studio has the same issue, but it's not as bad as Adobe. I do like the programs. They're just really annoying when I have to deal with them every single day. and they're just causing me issues left and right. Alright, so we got that mostly down. Now we move on to the hair and adjust the hair. So with the hair itself, I want to sort of define bits and pieces of the hair to make it a little bit, well, to make it look a little bit nicer. So any stroke that is made on the hair needs to have shadow. And that's a lot of strokes here. But I did hear about Nintendo going after everyone again. It's not helping their image. The more they do it, well, not Nintendo, it's Pokemon. The Pokemon company is trying to protect their copyright and say, oh yeah, they're copyright infringing. Nope, can't follow that suit. Nope. Alright, so they're patent infringing. Lovely, right? So, yeah, no. And they're using the loopholes within legal law to actually make it happen. And the thing is, it doesn't matter what the date is, according to someone on YouTube said. No, they can just... But the thing is, if they win this suit, they can actually take down every single fan game of Pokemon. But the thing is, if they state that it is Pokemon, and I mean specifically Pokemon, in their terminology of what they say within the patent itself, they cannot claim that it is infringing on a patent that Pokemon made. Of course, a lot of legal people would disagree, and I'm not going to get into that legal battle. I'll let the lawyers settle that. And it's like we all want the underdog to win, but they don't always win. It's unfortunate, but yeah. But the laws need to be fixed in many different capacities. There's just no way around them. And they cause a lot of headaches for a lot of people too. Alright, so we got that, and she is shaded to an extent. I'm not doing a lot of shading on her, because I want her to be sort of a pastel-like shade, rather than a full-out texturized character. So the next thing I'm going to do is add tints and whatnot to the character themselves. So the highlights, per se. Okay. So I'm going to start with the hair. So the highlights on the hair, they go a little bit differently than just normal highlights, because they can't just follow the same rules, right? They have to be a little bit different. And with the hair highlights, you can do quite a bit different things with the hair. And by doing so, it makes it look more glossy than actual hair. But this is a sort of cell shading in this text of reference. This is all just cell shading hair. That didn't look right. You have to be careful where you place it, otherwise it will look weird. Well, weirder in the sense of what it is. Because you still need the shine in certain areas and not in other areas and whatnot and so forth. And this goes with the skin and all that. Yeah. Because on this computer, this Mac Mini 2018, not 2008, that would be a really old Mac Mini. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to run any of the more modern stuff if it was from 2008 or 2009. Anything like that, those are so far outdated that running any modern operating system will slow them down. And I had to reverse one of my operating systems on one of my Mac Minis because it was going slower than on the previous operating system. So it's 2 generations older. It's on a generation older than what it is right now, just so that I can run it properly. So, yeah, a lot of issues there. And because of that, I have an old version of Final Cut. Actually, let me see. So, what I've been hearing is that they took out the possibility of using DV input for Final Cut. There is a way to do that, but there's also many different types of devices that use DV. So, yeah. And I have many devices that use DV for backing up any type of older media. Yeah, I don't like that as much, so let's get rid of all of that. But this is what you do. You look at it, see if it looks good. If not, take it all out. So usually white is used for this, and there are reasons for that. It shines better and it looks a little bit more natural to some extent, but it just washes out everything that I'm trying to do. I kind of like her as she looks, and I might just leave her as that. I want her to at least be a simple character. Nothing too complicated, and this is simple shading of what I would do. Adding too much shading just takes away from everything that you work on when you're dealing with any sort of... And it holds up even when you take away the black lines, but the black lines help a lot. Alright, so let's do this and do one more thing. So let me take out the color so you can see the difference. So this is what I have right now. This is what it looked like before. Now, so I did make a few differences and change a few different things. Made the eyebrows the eyebrow thinner, and fixed up a lot of the hair design. I do like it here too, but it got a little bit too crazy here. So I took out this part right here because it's not needed. So take out the original outline, that just goes underneath everything here. So we add the color, we have the new outline, and we group them together. So after everything is grouped together, you have your character folder. And so instead of group 2, it'll be character. And in Photoshop, which I wish other programs did have on this, you double click. And Affinity Photo has this, so it's not just Photoshop, but either program, because you would have to use 2 different programs to get this same effect, and you wouldn't be able to transfer out of those particular programs. So then we look at the drop shadow. In the drop shadow, we want to change just a bit. So right now, she's just against the wall with a simple drop shadow. So you can change the angle of the drop shadow, but this is actually the angle I want it at, because she is facing everything straight on. Like a boss. But we do need to change the distance just a bit, just to give that nice look. And then the spread needs to be out more, and the opacity needs to be a lot less. So we need to make sure that the opacity is very, very slight. And this makes it look a lot nicer when you're trying to do anything other than showing your character. And then with the simple thing, you can always do this. So since she is a mixture of every single color here, we don't want to give too much of an overpowering, overwhelming color. So take bucket and then just fill the layer with a color. And you can always adjust the color after, so not by that. By going into image adjustments and choose hue and saturation. So with hue and saturation, you can actually change it into a different color. So if you wanted blue, you got blue. If you wanted green, you get green. And so on and so forth. And cycle through the colors. You can also increase the saturation of the colors to make them brighter, and also make it so that it, or you can change the darkness and the hue. Well, it just makes it a lot easier to change the color. If you didn't like that color, then you don't have to deal with anything else, and this helps. So I like that a lot better. So that looks like a better color in my case. Yeah, so it is a better color. It's a little bit darker, a little bit grayer, but it looks like she's just up against the wall. And you can do that with multiple different things, and like signs and such. It just adds just that tiny bit of depth that you want towards anything. Yeah, I'm doing hand gestures and you can't see them. There we go. But yeah, no, that at least does a little bit of what you need to sort of emphasize the depth on your character. And this thing is on. Good. But it just makes it pop out just a little bit more. So now we're done with Ray. Yeah, that's her name. Ray. Yeah, Ray. Ray spelt A-R-H-I, but Ray nonetheless. Let's save this, and we're finished with her. So, and the nice thing about this of having everything on multiple different layers and such, let me actually just put this to main camera. But the thing about having it on multiple different layers and such is that you can actually make these into stickers, and I've done that with some of my stickers. Where are they? Just 1 second. Sorry, everybody's just been turning me left and right and up and down because mostly because they don't trust me in other aspects. That's stickers. Well, hat stickers, they're hiding to some degree. Ah, here they are. That would help if I knew exactly where there. Here they are. Sorry. Just so many different things going on and people pointing me in different directions. And the thing is, what some people don't understand are certain opportunities. But yeah, no, I made stickers of some of my characters, like this one. And you can actually buy this on Etsy under TechArtist41 shop, and you would be able to buy some of these stickers on Etsy. And it does support me, and anything you buy from there does support me as well. So, yeah. These I can literally send out to you right away. And I have many different types of stickers out there. These are the ones that I'm selling at the moment. I'm not selling the next versions, and I will make more different types of stickers and eventually have them as full sheets. But as of right now, I'm not selling the full sheets just yet, because the full sheets I have to edit and adjust. But these would be the full sheets. So you would get the stickers and they would come on a sheet like this and then you would just peel them out. I have some right here. More here. Oh, sorry. More here. But yeah, no. And these are the sticker sheets that I would offer people as well. And for these, I would offer for about $20 or so. But if you wanted the smaller one, if you just wanted one or anything like that, that would be one of the instances where I would send those out. But these I'm waiting for on another scale, so these I'm going to keep on the back burner for the moment. Of course, keeping everything on the back burner doesn't help. But no, I do have some things out there. I do have Vorbasia as one of my characters. So let's go back to the tablet. So on my characters of what I have and what I don't have. So we finished Ray. No, she's Ree. Alright, we'll just name her Ree and get on with it. But yeah, so printable, digital stuff. So I have this one right here. This is one of my Halloween ones, and I was thinking of making her a sticker. And yes, making her a sticker would be awesome. And this is the one I did for the Halloween 2023. So it's been about a year since then. But no, I have multiple different types of Halloween in there. No items, 4 items. But yeah, no. And these are all the images that I would sort of add and make stickers and whatnot and so forth. And I would do that with all the bookmark characters and so on and so forth. Because with this one right here, so I redid not much of her. So what I did with her, this was a bookmark. The bookmark was, how to say it? So the bookmark started right about here. So her whole left side was gone. So she didn't have a left side. So I copied over what I had on her. I mashed it all together and then tweaked a few areas. And here, I just hid the seam behind the snow. So I didn't do much. Sorry, allergies. But I didn't do much on the tree itself. So the tree itself is pretty much just a mashup of both sides flipped together and snow just. But yeah, no, it looks quite a bit different. But no, I got this ready for the Christmas season, of course. But let's look for Vasya. So the thing is, I have her right here. She's already ready for a sticker, which that's not ready for a sticker. That's ready for and then I have her background right here. So I made a T-shirt with Vasya as she is. So she is a T-shirt. I have her as a T-shirt, and then I made her also a sticker. So every one of my characters that I have, I can make into a sticker. This one right here. I love dark themes. They're always fun. There's this one, which I really don't want to make a sticker because most of the idea was already out there, and I got the idea through generative AI on her. So that one, not so much. There are certain characters like this one and that one and so on and so forth. I have her as a sticker too. Here's the hot pink background. But see how much a background does. So this is Siffy. Yeah, Siffy with a egg background. See how much she pops out of it? But when you have a pink background, she just looks like she's against the wall. Kind of literally in that case. But yeah, and then there's these right here. There's a black background, and then there's the white background. So yeah, there are many different things that I can make stickers, or she can become a sticker. Anything and everything can become a sticker. Like this one right here. But yeah. But I also have her as a sticker. But depending on what everybody chooses, and even if you comment in this video, I will look at it. So there are many different ways of main camera. So there are many different ways of telling me, what do you want? What really do you want out of all the different things that you've seen? Through all my different characters and all that. There's one character that I might want you to take a look at. So there's this one right here. I figured she would be a very complicated sticker in its own right. But the thing is, what I would have to do is take away all the splatter and, well, all this, right, all this confetti and lightning and mystic area of what she has, and just take it out. This was also another Halloween one. She was fun to make. I also made this one before the pandemic. Don't forget your mask! Yes. With masks against the wall, there's a human mask right there. And the reason why I put that there is because we all wear a facade, no matter what. Alright, then there's Mira. But let's get back to drawing. And the thing is, I'm not really doing much of anything. There's M45, which I would like to complete. So let's complete her. So we're done with her. And we move on to M45. She only has a serial number. And yeah, that's me just figuring out lips of what to do. But I just decided on this. So we're going to put the opacity at 40. We're going to draw her out and start her up. Yep, everything's public. We're good to go. And of course, my mistake. And I'll need to change a few things just so that you understand I'm doing TikTok and YouTube, not just one. And I have to change every single one and tell everybody on that. All the way back through every single video I have. So, there's that. Alright. Let's get back to it. Let's turn off. Actually, we'll leave that on. You can see me. You can see my background. Don't have one, but hey. What can you do? Some things people can't afford. Let's put this in the complete darkness. And fix her up. So the first thing that I need to do is adjust her in a way and when I mean adjust her is, so if we're going off her hair, I'm gonna have to do a few things because yeah, sketching and all that stuff does help, and then yeah, have to fight the program of where it puts some of my lines. There's that. So kind of have to adjust it according to the flow. There we go. Sort of. No, Adobe has that issue on that. And I'm just trying to get a baseline here for the hair and see what I need to do in the final part of it. So for right there, we do that. And then we also have to bring it right back around. And then adjust the eye. And in some universes, and I do mean this in a literal sense of some sense of the word, Uh, they serialize people as and giving them numbers. Like you would be N45 or N67 or M41 or X 5482. Uh, and there are just some universes like that that just go by numbers and leave everything as it is. But with her, I'm going to do something just slightly different. She needs to wear a visor of some sort. Because anything like this, it's always fun to just add a visor. And I'm trying my best. Just Adobe has glitchy software. Every company, well, the OS is causing a lot of this, and the fact that on Apple systems you can't really change the OS, so it makes it quite a bit annoying on that. Alright, and we can also add something in our display like this. But anything that has transparency needs to be put on a separate layer, so I'll have to deal with that later. But yeah. And I just have to adjust this if I can. Come on. And adjust the, come on! There we go. Just fighting with these programs doesn't really help me. It wastes a lot of my time. But it's a necessary evil that we all have to fight. Having sort of come in like that might help a little bit with the realism. Come on. There we go. But I'm just getting the basis of this particular character, rounding her out just a bit, but keeping her general aesthetic there. And we do this. Come on. Alright. And we bring the hair out like that. We adjust it ever so slightly to make it look like her hair, and I know I'm just doing the simple adjustments here and there, and voila, we have our character out of that whole mess. Yeah, she looks a lot nicer. She looks a little bit more classy. I do need to adjust her neck though. So her neck is too thick, and I need it thinner. So I just turn off everything. That's fine. And because this is going to be redrawn anyway, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But she'll have a more pencil neck, and I like it a little bit better. Yeah, there's our next character to work on. Alright, so we got her down. Let's open the other characters. just to push on that fact. Plavia. Let's fix her up. So Plavia is a demon that lost her horn. I started out with that, didn't I? Let's see. She was in a rough fight, so we're going to adjust her bit by bit until we get the sense of who she is. Oh, the background's already like that. Got you. I wonder. So, alright, so let's work on Plavia. So Plavia is the demon, and we are just going to fix her up. And I can't... Come on. Stop that. It's because there are so many different processes running all at once, and it doesn't like it. As you can see, all I'm running is Safari, which has the streaming to keep it stable, text edit, pages, and Adobe Photoshop. Oh, and OBS, which I kind of have to run. No, it has an issue, so why? I've always wondered why. So, let's see here. With demons, they can have an interesting chin, but she'll just have a pointy chin. So we're going to give her a smile. So I just do this and then add one tooth. And then adjust her nose. We're going to make her look beautiful in the sense of a demon. A beautiful scar-like demon. Well, I'm going to give her a scar. So this is a little bit tricky. So with scars, you have to adjust them according to your character. So scar-like demon. Like so, and adjust, and then add the nice little demon eye. There we go. And black and white always is a key feature. It's like you can do black and white, but if you want something to really show off everything, you do need to add other colors than black and white. So with this right here, I am going to do just a bit of massaging with her aesthetic here. So right here, we're going to adjust the horn. And so we have to do this. We also have to make sure that everything comes to a point. Adjust this to where her hair just goes a little bit out. So she has it all on one side. That's what we want with this character. And then with the ear is in the wrong position. So the ear actually has to, if you look at any person's ear, let me go back to the main character. If you look at any person's ear, you see that it goes from the earlobe up. And you might be able to see it better with my fingers in this position. But it goes in a spiral. So it goes here and around and back. So, and you can always do the ears separately, or you can do it all together. It doesn't matter. It's not my painting, well, or if you're drawing it. This is mine, but if you're drawing it, then go ahead. But alright, so we're going to add the scar going all the way up across her eye. So this part right here needs to be taken out. If I can do that. Yeah, there we go. So we do that, and then it gives a nice little break on that eye. So alright, so we got that. And with any demon, she will need... So if I want to do this properly, and I do, is take out this right here. This is just so that I can add an earlobe and add an earring. So right here, I do this and that. There we go. We have an earlobe. And then with the ear itself, that's all you have to do. A little bit cheating, but hey. And then you can add any other feature with the ear itself. So I like curving the ear. It makes it look a lot nicer. Plus you don't have to do so much work. And making it pointy makes it a little bit easier. In camera. So making it pointy just helps in other instances. So, and you can do that Zelda thing with making the ear pointy and just doing it with your own ear to see how it looks. So there's that too. Alright, so we got her generally, and if I can erase Adobe work. But this is not just Adobe's issue. This is also Mac's issue. I know I wouldn't have any issue on Windows or Linux. They have fixed their system a little bit better. And I don't have any issue. And I can use Clip Studio. Yeah, as you can see, it likes to do what it wants. But yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Are you going to work, or are you just going to play with me? Okay. It's getting ridiculous. I'm not even moving the cursor at this point, so... sorry. I'm not moving this cursor. It just wants to... Now it works! Gosh. But you see that delayed reaction? That's what I'm having to deal with when I'm dealing with all this. But with this... I'm just getting her sketch out, and then I have to fix her in post because of the issues that I'm having right here. Alright, so we got her generally. Alright, and now that we have her in a general sense, come on. I know you can... There we go. So now that we have her in a general sense, we do this. We do this, and we do that, and then voila, we have a horn, and we have her set. All right, she's looking fabulous. Sorry, I had to, but no, she's looking good. There are a few things that I would need to add, like the splotchiness. It's not really necessary, but I can add the splotchiness of her skin. Just adds another element. But there's a lot of things that I would have to do in post. Whew. It's allergies. They're a demon in their own right. So now that we have her in a general sense of the form, yeah, and I mean general sense. So we have our general sense of the form. I'm going to stop it right here. I'm having way too many issues. Wait a second. Did it cut out? Alright, so something went wrong. Oh, no, it... Never mind. It's delayed. But yeah, no, but there it is. I'm gonna stop here. Call it a night. And I'll let you enjoy your Friday. Well, what's left of it. Hope everybody has a good month, and it's only the start of mine, and it's going to be tricky. But hope to see you guys at the Jamboree. And I'm having the Jamboree in Gilmore. And I will relay this every single time until I have it. So, and I'll leave on the moment before or any. I will adjust all the descriptions of the video. Main camera. I'll adjust all the descriptions on the videos beforehand, and that is one of the things that I need to do, but because people are pushing me towards other directions, I'm being pushed back on every single art project or anything relating to my creativity, so there's that. But hope to see you on TikTok, and see you guys later. Well, this is TechArtist41 saying goodbye for now, and see you next time. And start.